il y a certaines parties,
Mhm.
excusez-moi, il y a certaines parties en fait sur lesquelles on doit travailler. Chacun sait exactement ce qu'il doit faire et ça vient tout seul. C'est par rapport. Nous, la partie la plus difficile, c'est surtout la collecte des données. Et donc, la collecte des données, c'est celle qui nous pose un peu plus problème parce que ça demande beaucoup d'autorisation. Elle demande aussi beaucoup d'investissement. Du coup, c'est vraiment les personnes qui collectent les données, qui sont sur le terrain, qui font de la pratique. Et par la suite, toute la partie rédaction et tout ça, ça vient tout seul. Donc, c'est pas forcément de la négociation, mais c'est juste que c'est naturel en fait. Chacun comprend sur quel axe il travaille. Bien sûr, si on a besoin de personnes, on travaille beaucoup avec des enseignants d'anglais parce que voilà, la majorité des articles sont publiés aussi en anglais. Donc, c'est vraiment tout seul. C'est naturel. Il n'y a pas vraiment il y a pas vraiment de réunion pour se faire. Mais c'est dans le cadre des projets, il y a une répartition qui est assez claire depuis le début jusqu'à la fin. Parce que dans un projet, il y a plusieurs parties et on peut publier sur ces plusieurs parties. Chacun prend le volet qui lui est attribué et ainsi de suite.
Alright. Répartition basée sur des tâches.
Voilà, c'est ça, c'est des tâches, c'est des axes de recherche. C'est ça, c'est un peu ça, oui. Mais c'est surtout sur les axes. Donc chacun a son axe de recherche sur lequel doit travailler.
Right. So is it based on choice, for example, or somebody who designs what you should do or what you shouldn't do? Est-ce que c'est par choix ou bien il y a quelqu'un qui vous dirige, qui vous donne votre tâche comme ça, ou bien surtout il y a les PES et les PEH, c'est ça.
En fait, c'est vraiment même si en fait, c'est vraiment dans le cadre de quelle partie dans le projet.
Okay.
Est-ce que c'est un projet il y a un porteur de projet et nous on travaille en tant qu'équipe adjointe ou non? Et si c'est le cas, oui, il y a le porteur de projet qui va nous diriger et tout ça. Mais dans le cas contraire, le projet, il vous est attribué. C'est vous le porteur du projet et dans ce cas, c'est à vous de gérer. Même si vous avez avec vos DPES ou autres, mais le sujet, la thématique, vous la maîtrisez peut-être sur la pratique. Mais c'est vraiment les sciences de l'éducation, c'est un peu différent parce que pour faire de la recherche, il faut d'abord être praticien et dans ce cas, il faut vraiment être dans le terrain. C'est pourquoi je parle de la collecte de données parce que des fois, c'est de l'expérimentation et il faut être sur le terrain pour faire vos expérimentations, préparer vos outils et ainsi de suite.
Thank you so
Mais des
much.
fois, oui, mais des fois, oui, quand vous travaillez dans le cadre d'une équipe avec un projet où il y a un porteur de projet, c'est le porteur de projet en fait qui désigne, voilà, qui vous dit attention, cette partie, c'est à vous de la faire. L'autre partie, il y a une autre personne qui va intervenir, et ainsi de suite.
Right. Thank you so much, Professor. Leila, so you said that there
Merci.
is no really like official way to handle or to follow. It's negotiation goes naturally, and like it depends if it's like if you are the project holder or if there is somebody else who is a project holder, then he's the one who is going to tell what to do, and then it's based on what you can do as like as a research center, your center of research, and then based on tasks and which part are you, and then most of the time it's scientific thematically put, and in terms of education, it's more that you have to be a practitioner with experience to start, and then the most important part is data collection. Once you get the data collection, you have everything in mind, and then in terms of I would call it collaboration. You work with des enseignants d'anglais, teachers of English, and simply because the majority of articles are published in English. I hope I tried my best to cover all your ideas here. And if you feel there is something I missed, please let us know, dear Leila. Hello,
Non, non,
Lubna.
c'est
I'm happy that you are here with us. Thank you so much for being.
Hello, teacher. Good evening.
Good evening, and it's a pleasure to have you with us, Lala Lubna and La Leila and
Many
C.
thanks.
Robert as well.
Many thanks, teacher.
I've received now a photo from some friends telling me about time together. They are all students. Serolam
Thank you.
is there with them. Oh, okay.
Thank you.
So I didn't want to take you long. I just give it a start with Leila about in terms of like when working in groups. I lost my papers. Okay. It was like, how do you negotiate authorship when you when you when you write an article or there is a project in your faculty? Do you discuss this upfront before you start? You go, who's gonna do what and how or where and when? And do you aim high, like to target high level, a far-fetched level of journals, or just and work down, or target strategically? There is a strategy, like we said last time. What role does impact factor play? How important is open access to you? Do you consider language of publication? These were some questions I asked Leila. She generously answered them. If you see there is something to say, Lubna, please go ahead. If not, we can move to the next one.
Thank you, Mr. Kamal. About the rules in authorship, I think in my very modest experience, it was about the difference between supervisors' rules and PhD student one. In my case, authorship was with my supervisors, and they have to correct my propositions, to give to accept protocol, and to read and to correct in general. And I did the other steps like collect of information, like analysis, and but I don't have other experience in authorship with similar PhD students or researchers. I don't have yet this experience.
Yes.
I think for open access, we prefer open access to have more visibility and to have to be cited by other researchers, but it costs. In the negative side is it costs money, fees from our responsibility, not the university responsibility. That's the other side of open access. But generally, it's the most important mood for research is the open access. Other points, can you remind me, teacher? Other points?
What role does impact factor play?
Yeah, it's important. The impact factor is important for any researchers. I think the more the journal is important, the more we will have visibility and a good level in research domain. But it's sometimes we must be realistic and to target the journal, the most adequate journal to our field and to our work. That's my experience. That's what I learned from my experience. My very modest experience.
It's a very rich experience, So
thank you,
I'm happy that you said we have sometimes and most of times to be realistic.
Yeah.
I like that the more important the journal is, the more visibility.
Yeah.
And I also like that the university support is absent in terms of fees. You take it on a personal level. It's not on an official support, but you have to handle it yourself.
Yeah.
It is.
I think one competency must researcher have is advocacy. We don't have yet this this ability to search fees and to search support from high level organization. I think if we are as researchers able to advocate our to search and to advocate, we can have support from maybe international organizations. But I think we are not able to have this to do this in this moment.
I'm happy that you combined advocacy with like a practitioner experience. It's very important. Yeah. That's what we like as professors, as researchers. Not lack, but that's what we all look for. If we are gain this advocacy, that's our capital. And
maybe it's not just the responsibility of the PhD students or the researchers. It's the laboratory responsibility. But if we have some exceptions when the PhD student or the researcher have this kind of competency, it helps a lot.
So it's a shared responsibility.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Lubna. I was responding at the same time to some people who apologized. So the impact factor is important. The more important the journal is, more visibility. With some we have to be realistic sometime. There is the role of authorship. According to your experience, it's more related to your supervisor as a junior researcher. We had a supervisor who corrected, who gives feedback, who accepts protocol, sign here and itch there. And then your own role was to collect data and analyze. I have just one little question to conclude this to both of you. How do you feel when you find yourself cited somehow, somewhere? Did you get the question?
Leila will, maybe Leila is cited. I'm not cited yet.
Not yet. How do you think? Okay, if not yet cited, no. How would you feel when you are cited?
I will be happy and grateful, and I will feel the impact or the feedback of my work.
Yes. So that's the reward of your work. Yeah. Like if citations are the coins of our publications, they turned our work into coins, and coins are citations. Leila, are you there? Would you like to tell us about how you would feel?
En fait, je me rappelle juste de la première fois que j'ai trouvé que mon article a été cité, j'ai sauté de joie, pour vous dire, parce que tellement on ne croit pas, tellement on était content. Et oui, c'est vraiment important pour tout chercheur de se dire à un certain moment que ce qu'on trouve ici comme données peut être utilisé ailleurs et autres. Mais Lubna, t'inquiète pas, en fait. même quand on vient de commencer, avoir des articles qui sont cités, c'est pas vraiment facile à faire. Donc, oui, c'est quelque chose d'exceptionnel quand ça arrive, surtout quand on vous appelle et qu'on vous dit oui, on veut travailler sur votre projet, ça. C'est important pour les chercheurs de sentir que voilà, vous avez passé plusieurs années sur une recherche et que finalement cette recherche elle a abouti. Mais ce qui nous intéresse le plus, c'est vraiment la partie où on partage nos résultats ici au Maroc, parce que je vous l'ai dit, ça, on est plus des praticiens. Et quand on trouve quelque chose, c'est comme si on trouvait qu'il y a un élément qui marche ici, on le partage dans le terme des ateliers et tout ça, de le partager avec les enseignants, c'est comme si on a trouvé un médicament ou quelque chose un remède miraculeux. Voilà, c'est le même sentiment et on est trop fiers de le partager ici avec nos collègues, de dire voilà, parce qu'on a répondu à une problématique peut-être commune entre tous les enseignants, de se dire à un certain moment, oui, on vous apporte une partie de la solution, on l'a contextualisée. Moi, je trouve que c'est la partie la plus intéressante dans notre travail, c'est vraiment quand on la partage ici et quand on voit les résultats sur les apprenants, sur les étudiants et les apprenants.
Great. I'm happy for your rich response there, Leila. I'm glad that you
Bien,
jumped
merci.
to happiness for your first citation. And yes, citing is very important to have your work cited is something very important. And especially that when you discover that your data here is in use somewhere else, abroad, somewhere else beyond the boundaries. And if there is something that is to be used here, is great to see it being used somewhere else as in terms of help. And I'm happy that you said that your work it's like it's more like medication that helped and for recovery, and you see it taken putting into practice somewhere else. It helps and it warms our hearts. And more is that what you do here, we should help first our learners. What we publish should first have its impact on our learners on local level, and of course, then in our context, and we contextualize our work and then make it broader to reach other countries around the globe. Thank you so much, Leila, again. And if there is something I missed, because I do it by mind, I don't write a lot of notes. If there is something you can add, please do. By doing so, we will move to another another section, which is during the drafting and post drafting. All right. We talked about it last time. Okay. Yes. If I see that something you answered, I skip it. I don't ask you again and again and again. Like this question is, who helps you verify scientific accuracy before resubmission, and something like that. We said before that you work with teachers of English and with other colleagues, like especially this is for Lubna maybe. Lubna, when you joined the wagon, do you have like did you have a mentor, a colleague who is a professional editor to help you, or someone who is in statistical review, or somebody or something that you wish you have more support in as a junior researcher? Did you get the question, Lubna?
Can you
Yes.
repeat,
So,
please?
Lubna, in terms of research now,
Mhm.
not your supervisor.
Yeah.
When you're planning or when you're at the level of publishing or level of working on an article, who helps you verify scientific accuracy before resubmissions, for example? Do you have a mentor, or did you have a mentor when you start? Somebody who helps, who orients, a colleague or a professional?
My friend Leila did it from the beginning. She's here. She helps psychologically. She's the mentor and the psychologist and the supervisor sometimes.
Yes.
She helps me a lot. I think her in this occasion, by the way. And some helps came from friends of my husband about analysis part data how and some biostatistic level.
Yes.
I need helps in this moment, and this friend helps in this part. And sometimes you teacher, when I asked you from revising English too, it was a very important. Some high level impact factor journals. They did a lot of remarks about language.
Right.
I think we need, as a young researcher, help about analysis, biostatistics, and English
Right.
language.
Yes. So having a mentor or like a professional editor or statistical reviewer, you made it by yourself. The friend,
Not official one.
Yes, just friends.
Yeah, just
You do
friends.
it yourself. The university is absent in terms of like these. I don't know how to call them, academic literacies or these. Yes.
I think in our laboratory it wasn't it didn't works in this case. We
Right.
didn't have a lot of support.
Right. So laboratories didn't give enough support.
Yeah, we had young laboratory, and after it was a very a problem of continue to continue in this laboratory, and we it was very problematic, and we managed just administrative issues and how we can did inscriptions, and it wasn't so supportive.
Right. So the support is not always financial.
Yeah.
It should be like two sides. It should be financial and academic as well.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Yeah.
professional. How about
Yeah.
Leila? Thank you so much, Leila. Leila, would you
Thank
like to say something, Leila?
J'aimerais juste dire une chose, que c'est Loubna, c'est une des meilleures chercheurs que nous avions à l'ISPITS dans le laboratoire, et pourtant c'est la plus modeste. Et c'est quelqu'un vraiment qui s'attribue, qui se dit non, j'ai rien fait, c'est les autres qui...
Leila.
Si j'ai fait le doctorat, si je suis ici aujourd'hui, c'est grâce à elle en grande partie. Donc, merci, professeur, parce que voilà, vous nous avez donné aussi l'occasion de nous remercier parce que Loubna, il nous a beaucoup supporté. C'est toute une équipe qu'elle a aidé pour avoir son doctorat. Donc, voilà, c'est pourquoi je vous dis, elle est très modeste et souvent, elle dit non, c'est les autres, mais finalement, c'est elle qui a fait la grande partie du travail. Donc voilà, qu'en fait, moi je rejoins ce que Loubna avait dit tout à l'heure, parce que oui, quand on était dans le laboratoire ensemble, notre laboratoire ne fournissait pas beaucoup d'aide. Par contre, dans le nouveau où je suis maintenant, voilà, on a des réunions, et dans le cadre de ces réunions, il y a une préparation pour les projets. Les projets sont plus structurés parce qu'ils sont de l'université, donc du coup, il y a beaucoup de personnes qui vous aident, il y a beaucoup de personnes qui interviennent. Le problème qui se pose, ce n'est pas vraiment les mentors pour nous, ce sont les logiciels de traitement de données. Parce que jusqu'à présent, on n'a pas de logiciel, donc on doit juste les avoir tout seul. Et moi, j'aimerais bien que le laboratoire puisse nous fournir ça, c'est avoir des PC en fait où il y a le logiciel qui sont payants, intégrés, on peut juste mettre nos données et avoir les statistiques. Ça sera une grande chose, surtout par rapport au logiciel. Parce qu'il y a des logiciels qui sont payants et donc du coup, c'est très difficile pour nous de les avoir. Et donc si le laboratoire peut nous offrir ça, c'est déjà très bien.
Right. So I put this in English for Robert. I know he's good at French, but he's trying his best now. So you talked about Lubna, that she's one of the active and most active researchers at the laboratory, and she is, as always, she is modest and humble. I saw this in her as well in classroom. She is a very brilliant human being. Thank you so much, Lubna. And for now, you said you moved to a new laboratory, and the work now is being different. So, for example, projects, you start preparing for projects, especially those at the university level. So it's university that uses the university that puts this into practice, and it's there to help. And one of the main things that you need help with is the softwares. Logistics and softwares, especially with the PED platforms or applications that you should use to apply during your research. So the main support for academic research that should start now for your laboratory should be given to those softwares to use freely inside the laboratory. Maybe a classroom, maybe a laptop from inside the laboratory, wherein there are those softwares and that you can rely on with no problem without going always to someone who has those softwares to give them to you for some time. Is that what you said, Leila, or I mistranslated it?
Perfect.
Thank you, Leila. So, and Lalubna, of course. And I'm glad that I have you today with us. It's a
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Yeah. So, most papers don't get accepted on first submission. Let's talk about the revision process. When you have your paper, it's done, it's written, etc. What is your usual workflow when reviewers send comments? And I remember Lubna said that most of those prestigious journals, they send you back feedback frequently. And then what do you do when you get those comments from reviewers? Do you read them immediately or take a break first? Of course, I don't. You can talk also about how you felt when you had those reviewers' comments, and then how long does revision typically take on your part when you receive you receive the call to review? How much time do you spend on revision, or how long does it take? Do you divide tasks among authorship if there is any? How do you deal with the papers when they are back for you to revise from reviewers? You can share your experiences. Go ahead.
Oui. Quand on reçoit les remarques, on est content, donc on se précipite pour les lire. C'est vraiment tout de suite. Du coup, on est content de les avoir déjà parce que ce qui nous embêtait, c'est surtout avoir des rejets sans savoir pourquoi. Et ou vous dire la fameuse phrase, oui, votre contexte marocain ne correspond pas à notre population cible. Du coup, quand on a des remarques, voilà, on ne tarde pas, on essaye de faire le possible, on corrige et on envoie. C'est vraiment très rapide. Le processus est très rapide pour avoir d'autres remarques par la suite.
Great. So you said that it's happy that you have research, that you have feedback from journal, and then you have to read it to the suite at once on the spot. And then the thing that irritates you and you don't like is when there is a rejection without saying why, or with the repeating reason. Moroccan context is quite different from our journal target, right? And yes.
Personally, I share the same idea like my friend Leila. Already to have reviewers feedbacks is a positive thing in the process of publishing. It's likely much better than rejection, and mostly it's the reviewers sent very good remarks, a very good instruction. It helps us to adapt our work and to revise and to be more skilled in the future publications.
Yes.
We did it. We have already. They don't give us a long time to revise. 1 or 2 weeks to revise, and we must do it quickly. I think that's it.
Robert, can I put you here? Can I ask you a question? For 2 weeks, do you think is it the microphone is off for 2 weeks? Robert, I know you are in this. The microphone, is it, turn your microphone on? Yes.
There we go.
Is 2 weeks enough for revision from the side of somebody who was writing and
You know, off the top of my head, I would say that that is the absolute minimum amount of time. There are a number of different levels. If it is simply minor revisions, 1 to 2 weeks is sufficient. But if it is major, an academic, given all the other things that we have to do, I think that 2 weeks is the absolute minimum. I would much prefer a month to 6 weeks.
Great, great. So this is another hurdle, another obstacle from journals, so that people don't publish freely, I would say. Thank you so much, Robert. Lubna, you said that reviewing helps adapt and work and adapt work and get skilled enough to succeed in the future. And then you need long time to revise. And I asked Robert, and he said minimum 2 weeks. It depends if it's minor or major change in the paper. Thank you again. And I should go. Okay. Leila and Lubna. Now you got reviewers' criticism, if I can say that, and reviewers' comments. Which reviewer criticisms are most challenging to address? Are most challenging to deal with? If there is an example, you can share it. If it's methodological critique, have you ever got like methodological critique? Language issues? Or request for more data? Have you ever received contradictory reviews? You know, the double review strategy, reviewer A and reviewer B. They are absolutely contradictory. Or in general, how do you respond when you disagree with the reviewer? Anyone?
Can I?
Yes, please, Lubna.
I have an experience with Q1 journal. They give me a very not minor, the opposite revisions.
Major.
The major, yes, the major revisions. I had the first reviewer was very strong and very he demands or she demands a lot of details, and the same point for the others was great, was just good. It was some contradictions, but it was I did a lot of work. It was for methodological, for ethical committee, for language. I did really day and night work to respond, to have my papers ready. But at the end, it was rejection after this all this effort. I think it was a very good and hard experience for me, and I worked a lot to answer the comments, and I think I answered a lot your.
Yes, you did. Yes, that's an experience. That's what we're trying to look for. So it was a major change in your paper. It was about the data.
For others, it was for the others it was just rejections. They don't ask me a lot of, and when the articles were accepted, it was just my minor revisions, not a very hard. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Minor review, like revision, like language, like
Yeah.
here and place that somewhere. Mhm.
Yeah. And order or abstract or the number of words. It was very soft.
Okay. So that's your experience with the reviewing and rejection. Thank you so much, Lubna. Last time we talked about these strategies used by journals. They know that they are going to reject your paper. What they did, they just make it hard for you to respond. And in case you respond in the little time they give you, they just give you the sack. They just say, no, your paper is not accepted, it's rejected. That's one of their cheap deeds that they do to researchers around the globe. I don't know if they are doing the same thing to other people, if they are from the north or they are from the south. Leila, the floor is yours.
Vos expériences,
Yes.
parce qu'on travaillait toutes les deux, donc voilà. Moi, j'aimerais, en fait, c'est la même chose. Des fois, c'est contradictoire, des fois, on comprend pas. Un des articles, ça a été, j'avais 13 évaluateurs pour un seul article. Et 13 évaluateurs, en fait, chacun a un point de vue différent, donc c'était difficile. Mais alhamdoulilah, ça a été accepté par la suite. C'est juste que ça a pris plus de temps que d'habitude pour les corrections, parce que pour répondre à 13 évaluateurs, c'était pas évident. Ah, voilà. Et c'est rare d'avoir 13. En fait, c'est la seule revue peut-être qui a 13 évaluateurs pour un seul article.
Combien
Et puis,
d'évaluateurs?
13, 13.
13.
13, oui.
J'ai compris que tu veux dire 3 et tu l'as dit 3 in
Non,
English.
non, non, non. Non,
There
non.
were 13 reviewer, Robert.
Yes.
Have you ever had this number
Yes.
before?
Pour un
13
article,
people
oui.
for a single
Oui,
paper.
oui. Oui, pour un seul article, oui. C'est des revues comme ça qui... 13 évaluateurs pour un seul article, ça c'était le plus difficile pour moi parce que j'avais 13 évaluations, 13 questions et je devais répondre à tout ça. Mais alhamdoulilah, ça a été publié.
How much
Et donc
did
au
it take
final,
you?
j'ai
How
pu
much did it
répondre.
take you to be published, Leila?
En fait, en général, le minimum pour moi, c'était 8 mois. Entre 6 et 8 mois pour avoir un article publié.
Non, ceci
Parce que
avec les
tous
13
les...
évaluateurs.
Oui, c'est 8 mois.
Okay.
8 mois. Entre l'éditeur qui accepte et puis il les transmet aux évaluateurs. Après, il a fallu 3 mois pour avoir ma première évaluation. Voilà, donc à peu près 8 mois pas pour la publication et 8 mois pour recevoir le mail pour vous dire ça y est, c'est bon, ça va être publié. Donc c'est vraiment ça. C'est ça, c'était plus long. Par contre, celle qui m'a énervé le plus, c'est une revue. On a en fait envoyé un article. C'était un article que j'ai envoyé en début de ma thèse. Et je l'ai dit l'autre jour à Loubna, j'ai reçu la réponse quand j'ai soutenu ma thèse. Donc, c'est 5 ans pour me dire finalement, non. Pour me dire, et vraiment, c'est pour. Oui, ça n'a même pas été accepté au final.
Oh my God. So,
oui, 5 ans pour vous répondre, ça, je trouve que c'est le plus long. Ouais.
More than having 13
On a passé le Covid, beaucoup de monde, le monde a changé avant qu'ils répondent.
Voilà, c'est ça le problème. Que des fois, c'est ça, comme a dit Loubna, c'est les données, généralement, ça reste 5 ans. Après, on galère pour avoir la collecte de données, on galère pour analyser notre corpus. Et puis, au final, des fois, on attend 1 année à 2 ans pour avoir une réponse, pour vous dire finalement, vous pouvez plus, non, c'est pas accepté, vous pouvez plus envoyer non plus à d'autres revues parce que automatiquement les autres revues vous disent non, c'est pas des données récentes, tout a changé au bout de 2 ans, du coup, vous perdez vos données.
So for Leila, she has a very special experience with publishing Robert. She said she has 13 evaluators, 13 examiners for her paper. And it took her 8 months. I've never heard 13 reviewer or examiner for a paper. And it took time, it took a long time to get to balance between these 13 evaluators. And the most difficult is that she published, not published, but she submitted the paper to be published on her early year of her thesis as a a doctoral candidate, and she received the response during her defense of thesis. By the end of her study time, of her doctorship time, if I can say that. It's quite hard. It's not easy. It's not easy. And I don't know if this is the case, as I said, if somebody is writing from the north, would they do the same thing? Would they treat him or her the same thing, Robert?
I think it depends on the journal. And for example, with my work with the International Journal of Leadership and Education, if you were to send in an article today, it would take 2 years to publish because we have got such a backlog, and we will never get rid of that backlog. So that's one constraint. And finding reviewers and keeping reviewers is an ongoing and often brutal task. Reviewers will accept the invitation to review, but not review. So we lose time.
Great.
Then we go to another set of reviewers, maybe one person or two people, and we need 3 reviews. And so it often comes down to a matter of years. And when Ms. Lubna said about 1.5 years, that's not bad, because already I have got people who have been waiting 2 years to see their article in print. I believe that should not happen. But with a journal like the one we have, it's pretty much at the top of the tree. And so it becomes more and more difficult.
True. Thank you, Robert. You know why I'm asking you? Because we want to have like complete picture, complete image. I know you're active in Elsevier, and you're active with all this publishing and those editing things. It's good to have somebody from an insider, someone from inside. Thank you so much, Robert. Now, ladies, your paper now is accepted. Congratulations. After these review wins and all these, your paper is accepted, and it's published, let's say. Your paper is accepted, congratulations, but the work isn't over. What do you think comes next? Give me something. What do you think comes next, Leila and Lubna? Your paper is published, it's there. What comes next? I'm sorry. 1 word or 2 words, just whatever comes to your mind, don't worry.
Toute la partie communication qui va suivre.
I'm sorry, Leila?
Toute la partie communication.
Right.
Toute la partie communication, la diffusion de l'article, en fait, généralement, si on travaille sur un projet, voilà, il faut refaire les ateliers, assurer les formations, diffuser les informations dans le cadre de colloques et autres. Donc, c'est toute la partie communication autour de l'article.
Thank you. I'm glad that you called it communication. It's not, for me, it's not communication. I will tell you. Lubna, what's next? For you, Robert, see what Leila said. She said it's all about the other phase is about communication. We have to share what we got in the article, and if it's a project, we have to invite people working on the project and spread the news, if I can say that. Yes, please, Lubna.
Yeah, I agree with Leila. It's to communicate. In my case, my supervisor do this parts of social media information, and we have, after publication, we had feedbacks from practitioner. Like I work in midwives and education issues in training of midwives. We had feedbacks from practitioner midwives on data and on results. I think it was very important, this dynamic after publication.
Thank you.
And about my second article, it was the information was directly directed to Minister of Health. I think the responsible of FNPA, it was very interested by the results, and she did this information. She used the data and the results to communicate and to advocate with the Ministry of Health.
That's good news. Congratulations, Lubna. So
Thank
what you answered now is the stage of visibility. Leila called it communication. You called it communication. That's visibility. So this is how you increased visibility of your acceptance of your paper. Visibility is what you did with people you know around around you, and it is also visibility in terms of digital platforms online. So you mentioned social media. That's great. Like I have here ResearchGate and Twitter or X. And there are other questions like the journalists, like you said, for the ministry. You they took your paper, you contacted them or something like this. Maybe you emailed colleagues directly, or things that are around visibility. In terms of digital visibility, what works for you, ladies?
In my case, tools of social media like LinkedIn, like Facebook, Instagram, ResearchGate. It was my articles was shared in all this by my supervisor.
Yes, I have a little thing to share with you. Is that you know Said Abdelwahid Maddish? He's one with us. Again, he's on a flight. Last time he was on a flight last Sunday. He was on the departure, and now he's on the arrival. So he said he is among 2% of most known scientists around the globe. And what happened at the level of university? They celebrated him. They gave him. They celebrated his success, and then they gave him a little certificate. But nobody looked at his work. His work is not published anywhere around the university to tell them that this is the article that was published. They celebrated him and his success without celebrating his work. The question here, after your or in terms of visibility, is the university there with you? Is there any like support for you to publish your paper somewhere or to boost your visibility?
I think no. For my case, no. The visibility is of my works is worked by supported by my supervisor as a very a professor who is interested and to house show the concept of house show. He is interested especially to show the and to mediatize the results of his work. He is one of the he is popular and known in media, and especially if he is not my supervisor, the visibility of my work will be different.
Yes. So it's like if there is a collaboration with your supervisor, a collaboration with another author whose name is known, whose name is around. His presence with you as a co-writer in your work helps boost your visibility.
Yes.
It's true. And you said that your visibility is supported by your work itself and then by the author who is with you writing, co-authoring the work.
Exactly.
Yes. I don't know if you are aware. I'm sorry, let me see if I'm not. not lost. You know, teachers get lost easily on papers. Okay. Right? Yes, we are here. I'm sorry again. We're done. Talking about visibility, it's there. Right. Okay, now that your paper is published, I have one question. We talked about visibility. The question is, how do you trace and track the impact of your publication? Is there something you do to track the impact of your work? Or no, like in other words, we say, it's published, I'm done. Let me think of another paper. How do you track the impact of your publication? Do you use Google Scholar, Web of Science, Scopus? Do you track citations, downloads, Almetrics? How often do you check? Do metrics influence your text publication decision? No answer for this, we skip it. Lubna, go ahead.
Yes, for me, ResearchGate do this in my place. It gives statistics of and who recommend your work, who not. I think when I am busy on my thesis defense, I didn't have time to work on, but I can check every week my ResearchGate statistics.
Yes. So ResearchGate is doing this fully. And then they have connection. They can connect you with other people and give you questions related to your research. Have you ever answered those questions that you have received, for example, in a paper that you have?
I didn't receive question yet.
Yes.
But sometimes I answer others' question in discussions.
Yes, yes. So that's how we track the impact of our publications, is by looking at those questions people ask, people raise about your work, and then trying to answer them and maybe ask questions more about them. Yes, Laila, I saw your microphone on and off.
Et, en fait, moi, je suis peut-être un très mauvais exemple sur la médiatisation des articles parce que ben voilà, Loubna, il a passé 4 à 5 ans pour me convaincre à faire de l'anglais. Donc, du coup, ben voilà, c'est surtout par rapport aux problèmes de langue et tout ça. Mais récemment, je reçois beaucoup de mails sur ma boîte mail. Et voilà, c'est des personnes qui demandent comment est-ce que vous avez utilisé telle ou telle, voilà, telle ou telle méthode pour passer de ça, comment vous avez eu ces résultats, qu'est-ce que vous avez fait dans ce cas. Ben, je réponds aux mails surtout, mais pas plus. Pas ça, moi. Mais il faut dire, bah, je suis un mauvais exemple, c'est pour ça. Donc, j'ai pas beaucoup d'expérience.
Leila said that she is a bad example of media after publishing, médiation de publication. It's she's not into those digital world, and even language. She chose to study English after Lubna decided to push her to join the language center. We are glad that we have her with us. And then she received some emails about her work frequently, people asking here and there about how she did this and why she's using this. She tries to answer by email solely, as they are more professional. So Farid is here. We have third party here. This is Farid. He's not yet here. Yes, Farid is here. Hello, Sidi Farid. It's good to see you, and I'm sorry to make you waste another time this weekend. Can you hear us, Farid? Yes. So, as we said, Leila was talking about her example of being bad in dealing with media after posting her paper. she found that English now is an asset, I would say that, and she's using it more. And she receives emails asking about her work, and she's answering them via email only. For Lubna, she said that which one? Not Google Scholar, but the other one that does those metrics and analysis for
ResearchGate.
ResearchGate, thank you so much. ResearchGate is the one that for her is tracking her publication, sending her details about the publication. She hasn't yet received any questions about her publication, but once she receives it, she will give answer to them. Okay. Now, is there UCA, is it there in these? Not yet. Those metrics and those, do you see UCA somewhere in terms of support, as we said, for visibility? No. So now we asked about, yes, please, Lalubna, I want to say something.
I didn't understand your question.
It's not a question. So we're talking about support for visibility.
Yeah.
I heard that UCA, there is a policy text from UCA. If you publish in Q1, Google Scholar, what is it? Scopus. There is certain amount of money for those who publish in Scopus. Do you agree with that? Have you heard about this? What can you tell me about it?
I don't have any idea.
Okay. Maybe Lalila? Or Stéphanie?
Il faut dire aussi que les maîtrises de Scopus sont visibles, oui. On les consulte de temps en temps, mais pas vraiment en fait. Voilà, c'est juste, on voit si on est cité, si on n'est pas cité, mais plus l'article est loin, plus vraiment, il n'y a pas beaucoup de citations. Tu dois toujours être à jour par rapport aux publications.
Right. Thank you. Thank you for the idea. So you have to be up to date in terms of publishing, and you have to check if your article is cited or not. If there are anything shared about your published work. That's very interesting. And talking about the policy texts that push people, that support people to explicitly push people to publish in Q1 journals. Do you have any idea about that, Sifarid? I hope you are not driving today. Can you hear me, Sifarid? Thank you for coming with us today.
Salam alaikum. J'espère que vous m'entendez.
Oui, très bien, Sifarid. C'est gentil toujours de votre part d'être parmi nous, Sifarid.
مرحبا مرحبا أستاذ. اسمح لي راه كل مرة كتخرج شي حاجة وصافي.
عرفت ما كاين.
صافي. دونك أنا عرفت بأن من العام اللي فات depuis 2024 l'université بدات كدير du subside ولا un support financier pour les publications Q1. Donc il y a pour le premier auteur donc 10 000 dirhams. S'il y a deux co-auteurs من القضايا كيقسموا هذيك 10 000 dirhams donc 5 000.
See, Farid, just a little question. Do you know that this financial support, is it given to people before they publish or after they publish in Q1, after we have their work published in Q1?
After the publication.
After publication. So it's not a support, it's just like a reward to them or something like it. It's a support.
Exactly. That's a reward.
Yes. To support them, to make them, to encourage them publish more.
It's going to continue publishing.
Right.
And the support is go to not directly to the person, but to the lab.
To the laboratory.
Okay. Account. Yeah.
Okay. what I thought is that I publish a document, a paper on Q1, then automatically I'm going to receive some cash for it, like 10,000 dirham. And then it goes
No,
to the laboratories.
not like this directly, but to the lab. It's the money go to the lab, and the lab. But the money are recorded in your name,
Yes.
even if in the lab.
You take it or not, it's not a problem. The lab got it.
ما فهمتش هسه كمان مع كيفاش؟
يوصلوك لما يوصلوك الميموري على اللابوراتوار عندهم.
لا كيدخلوك سميت اللابوراتوار جينيرالمون او موان بدا او لابو دونك tu peux défendre يعني ta part.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we were talking about how you track the impact of your publications. How do you track the impact? How do you trace the impact of your publication?
Citation score.
Citation score, right? Yes.
It's yeah.
See, Farid, do you remember the first time you were cited?
You were
cited. La première fois vous étiez cité.
Oh.
Comment? How did you feel about it?
ما عقلتش. Peut-être c'est en 2004, 2005.
So, you remember how it felt to be first cited? Thank you for mentioning.
Pour moi, عادي. Ouais. J'étais co-auteur avec d'autres et peut-être c'est grâce à eux que j'ai eu la chance de publier et d'être cité. كانوا معايا d'autres chercheurs اللي هما déjà initiés ou peut-être voilà داكشي علاش.
Right. So by saying so, you're giving me an answer to another question. إجابتك telling me that you published with the presence of other authors is answering another question. Is if you were alone, do you think you would have gained that citation before? If you have that publication was published alone by yourself, do you think it would get the same effect? Si vous étiez le seul auteur.
Donc, non, je pense pas. Donc, les publications communes, généralement, ils sont mieux citées que les publications d'un seul auteur.
Yes. So common publications are more cited than mono or single authored papers. Thank you so much, Sidi Farid. It's really no. So we covered pre-publication, while publishing, and post-publishing. Now, let me tell you something. Would you think of your next paper submission, right? Based on today's discussion.
Based on two?
Based on our discussion, last discussion and today's discussion. What's one thing that you will do differently? I can give you like 30 seconds to think about one thing that you would love to do or you would do differently. We have Leila, Lubna, and Sifarid. For Robert, the question is not for you.
Can you repeat,
yes,
please, teacher?
Yes. Should I repeat, Lubna?
Yes, teacher. I didn't understand.
Think about your next paper submission, the paper that you're going to submit, to review, to journal. What is one thing that you would change? One thing that you would do differently?
Pour moi,
yes, Leila.
Et moins de nuit blanche. C'est tout.
What is that?
Stress.
Stress, you would do it to stress-free.
Stress, oui.
Yes.
Oui.
especially that Robert said if you have a response within 1 year and a half, that's the
Yeah,
average. Yes, that's the average.
oui,
Thank you for
oui,
mentioning.
exactement.
Okay, Leila, let me go deeper. What do you mean stress-free?
Voilà, en fait, je faisais beaucoup de nuits blanches. Du coup, pour la qualité de travail, en fait, ça retentissait un petit peu sur euh, être moins stressé. J'aurais plus le temps de choisir la revue sans stress. J'aurais plus de temps pour choisir aussi les méthodes que je vais utiliser. C'est seulement avoir le temps et de ne pas être pressé pour la publication.
Thank
C'est
you.
ça.
Thank you. That's very enriching. So you meant by stress-free is to think more about the quality of work and take time to choose the journal, the right journal, and have time and not to think about it as like an opponent to your writing of paper. That's stress-free. In Nuit Blanche, would you keep the same like long nights working on paper? Okay. Yes, Leila.
Est-ce que vous m'avez posé une question, Smehli
Yeah.
Sikana?
Would you keep the same des Nuits Blanches? Vous
Oui,
l'avez.
oui, c'est ça.
Okay.
Oui, c'est ça, parce qu'on n'avait pas beaucoup de temps. Il y avait le deadline toujours. On était pressé par les publications, pressé par la collecte de données. Donc, c'est ça ce que j'aimerais changer. Parce qu'il faut se dire aussi, on est des jeunes chercheurs. Donc, on n'a pas une expérience assez grande par rapport à ça. On était obligé de faire certaines nuits blanches pour pouvoir arriver dans le temps, être dans les délais et
And
publier, en
this,
fait.
yes, Leila, and this falls in line. I'm happy that you mentioned this. La dernière fois, vous avez mentionné que nous n'avons pas un texte qui nous permet, un
Oui,
texte de politique, un texte
oui,
législatif.
c'est ça, qui nous dit exactement combien d'heures on peut faire dans la recherche. Plutôt, on a un texte qui décrit clairement combien d'heures on doit enseigner, dans quel contexte, et tout ça, mais on n'a pas vraiment un texte clair pour nous dire exactement combien d'heures il faut laisser pour le chercheur. Et donc, on est dans cette ambiguïté, on doit travailler, faire de la recherche, mais en même temps, assurer les cours. Moi, c'est pourquoi je vous ai dit, en fait, c'est les nuits blanches, parce que j'ai aussi la préparation des modules, la préparation des cours et tout ça pour l'enseignement, les examens. Et en même temps, le corpus, il est très, très, très grand, parce que c'est des interviews. Des fois, on atteint jusqu'à 80 interviews, 80 entretiens. C'est des, en fait, pour les entrées dans le logiciel, pour la transcription, ça prend beaucoup de temps. Et
Thank you.
surtout quand on est dans le cadre d'un projet, il y a vraiment un temps à respecter, une date limite, bah, des fois on est trop stressé parce qu'il faut faire tout à la fois. Voilà.
Right. So what Leila said, say, Robert, is that she's going to keep working night simply because there is a policy text that push people to publish, but there is no policy text that really defines how much time those people spend on publishing. So you have to publish, we don't know when. You have to teach, you have to supervise, you have to make research, and publishing, there is no devoted time for it in our policy texts. And it goes without saying that the only time amount we have left, or the span of time we have left, is nights. So, and people are willing and are ready to spend nights to publish, to write for publications. Thank you so much, Leila. C'est Farid, La Lubna, any reactions? One thing you would change, c'est Farid?
Ouais, change, c'est d'abord, il ne faut pas perdre du temps sur des idées d'articles qui ne vont pas être publiables. À mon avis, il faut se patienter et pas éviter toute précipitation. Donc, pour ne pas aller dans des idées que tu vas ouvrir et qui seront difficiles à conclure sous forme de publication.
Thank you.
Donc, je pense, pardon?
Yeah.
Oui. Je pense qu'il faut être plus percutant dans le choix des idées, dans la simplicité des idées et, et aller chercher les données et et rédiger, produire des résultats et rédiger. Commencer par une idée simple et essayer de la développer et en produire des résultats qui seront publiables dans des journaux scientifiques d'une valeur estimable.
Thank you so much.
Voilà.
Thank you so much, Sidi Farid. Your idea is very pertinent. Sidi Farid said that the first thing we should change is to stop wasting time on ideas that are unpublishable, ideas of articles that won't be published. We have to stop thinking about those ideas. We have to be simple, think about, find a simple idea, think of the data, collect data, and then type in or la rédaction, and then write in and put it in text. And to do so, we have to be savvy. We have to be aware of what we are into, and to be savvy in terms of choosing those ideas and collecting data and devoting time for typing and publishing. Thank you so much, Sidi Farid. La Leila, La Lubna, what would you change?
Yeah, I would like to change the manner of working. In my latest publication, it was very the very stressful work and the work of the last minutes. I think in the future I must focus in quality and to respect like scientific ways to do things. I think with having more time, we can do it better.
Great, great.
That's it in my case.
Yes. So the thing that they have to change is the way of workflow should be different. Your latest publication, you suffered from stressful. It was stressful work, last minute decision to do things. It was not. It was not the way you want it to be. And then maybe next time you should work on it more maturely in terms of academically mature in dealing with publishing. Thank you so much for those ideas. I just have some time to talk about UCA.
Sorry, teacher.
Yes.
Me and Leila, maybe we need to.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much.
Merci à vous, professeur.
I will send you just a picture of the question, and then that's fine.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It means to me a lot to have you with us. Thank you for your support, your patience, and your unconditional help. Thank you so much.
Thank you, teacher. We are
nice
happy to share these ideas with you. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's kind of you. We have Si Farid here. Si Farid, do you want me to take a picture of this picture and send it to you, and then answer it within your time?
Oui. Ouais.
I can send it to you on WhatsApp. Take your time, and then you can respond to me. The same thing with La Leila and La Lubna, inshallah.
مرحبا.
Thank you so much. It's very pleasure to have you with us. I should.
مرحبا.
And then
avec plaisir.
inshallah قريبا. I will send you the picture for the. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
مرحبا. تبارك الله عليك. Merci bien.
Je vous en prie, Shami. Barakallahu fik. Robert, you're there? I'm sorry to take you for long. We have.
No, this was fine. Quite enjoyable because, of course, I'm very interested in people's experience with publishing.
That's my research now. That's my cup of tea.
Yes, yes. And you will know more than anybody else on the face of the planet about publishing by the time you get through all of this.
So the last question is section 5, where they have to talk about UCA institutional and structural factors, if they help them, if there is. No, I got answers before about this.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to go over the paper, over the documents. But I'm sure they have already answered some questions here. I just always say the more the merrier.
Absolutely.
Especially when you are dealing with research. The more information you get, the happier you are. More data, that's the point. More data, and I have the pleasure and chance to have those people to give me more ideas and more support.
It is wonderful. And everybody's publishing journey is different.
Yes, 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 yes. In one place, and it's different, let alone in different countries and in different places.
Oh, yes, yes.
Dear brother, won't take you long. I should say, enjoy the rest of your day.
Well, thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear brother. Barakallahu feek, and I'm glad to have you as a brother and as a friend, dear Robert. Is your friend still with you there?
She is not going back. She is going to stay here. She loves being here in Nova Scotia. We're expecting a huge storm tonight, and she's looking forward to it.
These are good news. Good news, dear brother. And if she would love to come to Marrakesh, she's welcome as well, like you.
I did invite her. She's not going to be able to come this time, and but hopefully future excursions, and certainly I will be coming back to Marrakesh from time to time because I love that city.
Thank you. Have a good time. في أمان الله. In God's hand, dear brother.
Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.